If you feel so inclined to have to exercise outside on a day like today, it is recommended that you are far from traffic where there's not extra pollution. Because right now, it is really bad, she said. This could also be a problem for people with long COVID who have respiratory problems. Clearly, any kind of further insult to their lungs will be detrimental to their health. As with any kind of chronic condition, they need to take precautions, said Dr. David Rosenberg, a specialist in pulmonary disease at UA Ahuja Medical Center in Cleveland, where residents are also seeing poor air quality conditions due to wildfire smoke. Probably, though, with all these particulates at these levels, even if you're healthy, it has potential to have irritation in your lungs and cause problems for everyone, no question about it. Why is poor air quality so hard on kids and the elderly? It has to do with the ability to expectorate, Patel said. So it's hard to get whatever it is in your lungs out. When you're really young or old, your muscles are weaker, so the older and younger just have less force. With a viral illness, it's the same thing. You are not able to clear your mucus as easily. And older people have a lot more chronic conditions that can exacerbate these problems. With children, also, they have smaller airways, so even a little bit of inflammation or mucus in the airways reduces the little space they have, and that can impact their ability to breathe. Rosenberg said the small particles can even be a problem for younger adults, probably because their lungs haven't fully developed. The lungs continue to grow and develop until you're into your 20s. So if they have this added insult to their breathing, these particles can be particularly detrimental to young children and young adults too. Is there any way people can be protected while outside? We do have some natural protection. Our nasal hairs can protect us from a lot of these particles. But these are really small particles from the wildfires, so it's not enough, Capo said. The recommendation is not to be outside, but if you want to wear a mask to help, absolutely wear one, and then make sure it is an N95, not a surgical mask. A surgical mask is not going to protect you from getting these particles in your airways because it's just not quite enough. If you have to be outdoors for an extended length of time, an N95 will decrease some of these small particles in your airways, but they have to be worn appropriately. And it's hard to wear an N95 for an extended length of time, she said. Patel advises reducing strenuous physical activity, which requires deep breathing. If you have to walk, but I wouldn't go for a run or a jog. Just be prudent about your decision to be outside, she added. And keep in mind, even if you go outside and it doesn't bother you, it could affect you later, because these are small particulates, so they go deep into your airways, and the response could be a little bit delayed. According to Rosenberg, these particulates are particularly irritating to your upper airway, your nose or your throat, and your eyes. So if you feel any of this, it is a warning sign. We have sensitive neurological sensors that can act like an alarm. That means you're potentially breathing something harmful. So you should heed that warning and go inside. People with pets will need to go outside, but experts suggest minimizing time and trips. Pets have to go outside and use their facilities, but don't go out running with them and minimize their time outside too, DiCarlo said. If you can, just walk a little bit more slowly so you're not breathing as deeply. That can help. What should people with asthma, allergies, or heart problems do if they have to go outside? One of the recommendations for people who have asthma is to use their rescue inhaler 15 minutes before going outside into this type of air quality.